Welcome to Neon Cobra. Let's kick into it. So this week we're going to talk about something a little bit different, still Azure related, but not necessarily as deep as we might expect. We're going to talk about Microsoft Fabric. So this tends to be coming in from MSPs and almost taking them by surprise because it's predominantly not an area where we would normally service, at least, small to medium business. Essentially, Microsoft Fabric is a data assessment and government platform. It's a conglomeration and amalgamation of many different services that you would traditionally have to kind of bolt on and patch together, and it became very difficult to price and maintain. So a lot of this will come from your Power BI heavy organizations. So if you do have any users that are heavily leveraging Power BI, expect a question around this likely in the near future. High level, the services that it's going to combine is your data factories. That's going to be for data integrations and ETL processes, your extract, transform, and load processes. Synapse Analytics, right, for your advanced analytics and big data processing. Your Power BI, business intelligence, like we talked about that. And certain tiers of Fabric will include Power BI licensing, and vice versa, certain tiers of Power BI licensing will include Fabric compute and storage. And that's a question that we have to really kind of determine when we're scoping this out. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Purview for data governance and compliance. Very important to make sure that when you're dealing with large amounts of any data, but especially sensitive data, that you've got the proper governance and you're not opening up data pipelines to the outside world. And then data lake storage for scalable storage of large data sets, because once you start hoarding data, it can really grow really fast. So talking about the sizing and pricing, there really are two approaches to this. From the Azure specific side, there are Fabric SKUs, and they start at F2 and they scale from there. And I really want to emphasize scale. When we're determining how much and how to price this, we need to know, one, the quantity of data, and we can identify the one lake storage is what they're calling it. Or and then we need to know how much processing. Now, processing's hard, so I generally recommend starting with an F2 for your dev stuff, and then you work into it. This is a very deep subject. I want to get this in front of people because I've been getting partners asking this about me. Microsoft's doing a lot of advertisement and pushing around this right now, so don't be caught off guard by this. If you do have Power BI users in your environment, it's worth maybe doing a little brush up and a little bit of research on this. Check out my blog for more information. This is the longest my video has been so far, but I feel like it's important to get this out in front of the masses. So any questions or comments, hit me up, and we'll see you next time.